Uh, hey, this is Karin, the tech gardener. Some of you have been curious, like, how did I rebrand to this tech gardener? Well, I want to introduce you Torund Bryhn. She's amazing. And just like a half an hour, 40-minute session with her, um, gosh, she helped me get some new insights and helped me realign with all of myself. And it was really awesome. And Torrin, if you could share with people just a little bit about the process and what the magic is that you do with people to help them find who they are and what their magic and branding is.
Well, thank you. I think a lot of times we jump so fast into the colors, the photo, and how we look and don't take enough time to figure out what is unforgettable about us, what is remarkable about who we are, what is the fingerprint of who we are that we want to bring into the world. And I think sometimes we don't know who it is, and that's why you need someone else to brainstorm back and forth. A lot of the LLMs, the language models can work really well, but at the same time they don't have the personhood to understand. But it's really finding out what makes you unique to the services and products. And it's so interesting because yesterday I was talking to someone, a client of mine, Ty Phoenix, and they are trying to hide that they're Indian Americans that have the world's largest entrepreneurial network. And I said, you just need to showcase that you're Indian. And they're like, you really? And I go, yeah, because people want to know who you are. You don't want to be something you're not. And we a lot of times get caught up in being what we are expected to be instead of being what is most remarkable about us. And so what I help out with is just dialoguing back and forth, which is the first phase. And then sometimes if that doesn't work, I do have a process where we get into the core of who you are, like what doesn't change about you, right? And
Yeah,
then what
and you
happens,
talked with me about origin story too, and that's part
yes.
of what when I started sharing my origin story about my grandfather and my father with public gardens and all of that, you're like, "Oh my gosh, that's you need to make that part of it." And yeah, then crockpotting and thinking about this and sitting with that, it just felt so good to align my technology work with this origin story and who I am. And now I'm doing these fun videos of what do hollyhocks have to do with software?
And people are curious, like, what is this all about? But it's really about you're growing and you're helping
Yeah,
people prune and and it's like these imageries that we can anchor from our daily life into technology, which can be like so esoteric and you don't understand how to ground it into something. And that really worked with you, right? And but for some
it
people, it's
did.
the origin story. For some people, it's like I have a client that really loved elephants and now like, wow, I want to embody the matriarchy in my branding, right? And so it really depends upon on the different people, but what we forget about is what's most unforgettable about us, we take for granted. And
Hmm.
so that's one of the reasons why you need someone on the outside because what you take for granted is your greatest selling point. And when you don't know what that is, and a lot of times it's hard to prompt that into AI. Like I had to have help. Like, so I've not done it by myself. I had someone else help me find my branding, right? And so it's
Yeah,
really in that interplay of dialoguing, finding out what's unique that a lot of times can help, and sometimes you need a little bit more hand holding. And I do have processes, psychological testings, and really what it is, there's three things that define you. It's the core of who you are that doesn't change at all. And
yeah,
then what we do is with our core, like we wouldn't go to the ball in jeans, right? When we go to ball, we wear a beautiful gown, right? And so we have a certain style. And so we put on a certain style. And a lot of times that style can be very damaging because we believe that style is us, right?
mm,
So if you work in corporate world, you're taking on a style and you don't realize that style isn't really you, right? And so there's a tension between the core and the style of who you are, right?
mm,
Then the third thing that you really want to know is the drive. What drives you? And what is it that drives people? It's the desire that we have, the will to make our desire real. And what is spirit? What is that internal voice in us say what we want to be, right? And so it's in that composite there that I help diagnose. And a lot of times within a half an hour, I can help you, 45 minutes, help you find that. But sometimes I have psychological interviews, testing, and so forth, and all those three to diagnose, are you really your authentic self? And are you where you want to be with who you are? And when you find that, like with you, you become the sun of your own solar system, right? Because we
Yeah.
don't really need to talk so much about our clients, because when we organically shine, and I've just seen it with you, it's like so excited to see your stuff. Like I get more excited to read about it because it's all of these questions about plants and so forth, and it's getting me to think. And you're making us think about, how do I grow? How do I become more efficient with my systems, right? And so it's finding those metaphors. And if you look at the most popular business books, have all had a metaphor, like Rich
Oh,
Dad
that's a
Poor
really good
Dad,
point. Yeah.
Rich Dad Poor Dad, the one with the mouse that goes around. Like there's all of these books, and they're those, and it's like the purple cow with all of them have metaphors,
Blue
and
ocean
all
strategy. Yeah, it's
Blue Ocean
all, you're
Strategy, right?
right.
And
You're
so
right.
the metaphor books are the best books, and we all have a metaphor, right? We all have something that's unique about us. And it's finding that that creates the color in your life. And it also makes you more excited about your business. And when you're more excited about your business, people get infectious and they love it. And with now with AI, the bar of quality is so much higher. What you could be average 2 years ago was great then. Like when you were great 2 years ago is average today,
Mm, yeah.
because AI is forcing us, because of AI being able to create a whole brand plan like in 2, 3 minutes, right? It your the quality has to be so much more. Our authenticity has to be much more investigated. Our authenticity has to be so much more grounded in who we are. Before, you could just be really good on camera and just talk about something, and wow, they sound and really look good. Yeah, but now you have a bot that can sound and really look good. And yeah,
Right.
but the magnitude, but you can tell when there's an AI. Right now you can, at
Mhm.
least. But there is this magnetism that people have that can't be replicated, which is your fingerprint, right? It is who you are. It's your fingerprint. It's your style. It's the drive. It's those composites that make you. And when you actually know who you are, people can't help gravitate to you. The people that are supposed to gravitate to you. But then there's going to be people that are repelled by you. And that's what you want. You want to find
Right,
your
because you don't want the wrong people. You want people that are the right fit, your ideal
right.
clients, and they are going to be drawn to you. Yeah. Yeah, no, this is great. Thank you so much. I can't wait to introduce you more and share your magic. And anybody listening to this that wants a session with Torund, reach out to me for a special deal and we'll get you set up.
Thank you.
All right. There it is.